Everybody, take out your phone. Yes. Take out your phone, and I want you to go to messages, and I want you to text somebody, anybody you have not talked to in the last week or beyond, and I want you to text these three words to them. How are you? And when you're done with that, turn off your phone and put the phone away, because we're going to get to that later on. All right? How are we? Are we to how yet? How many are to how? No. How many are to H? No. How many are to just opening up their phone? Good, good. I see you all are still texting. Go ahead, just text, how are you, to somebody you have not talked to in a week. While you're doing that, I'm just going to blow up this balloon real quickly. All right? Good, good. When I see all the phones are down, then I'll know it's done. We don't talk about Bruno. And I'll try to sing that song, too, while you're doing it. You all done? You all finished? Perfect. Put your phones down, because later on, we're going to take the phones out again, and we're going to see where we are with that. My name is Banks. By hands in the air, how many have ever heard of me before? And be honest, if no one has, that's great. Wonderful. Oh, wow.
Ooh,
how do you all know about it? Did you read my Facebook message page or something? No? You just know me, right? Oh, all right. Elaine. Oh, no, over here. Denise did. So no one else knows who I am, what I do. I do work with balloons a lot. I am actually an entertainer for kids, or people who can be 5 years old or think that they're 5 years old. So I am a performer for young kids. I'm also doing some other things too. Let me continue blowing this balloon up. Do you ever feel like during your day, you're about this big inside, get this much pressure on you? All right? We're going to go a little bit farther. How about this? Is this about 11 o'clock or is this 9 o'clock for you all? 10 o'clock? 9 o'clock. Good. All right, wonderful. Are we up to about 2 o'clock now? 3 o'clock for you all. All right, good. We're going to keep going until I pop this, okay? Just so you know, I'm going to give it to you at the beginning. We're going to actually end up popping this. Where are you right now with this? What day? What? Today, where are you with this? You're not there, are you? All right. Where are you now? Anybody? 6 o'clock? 7 o'clock? 7 o'clock at night? Oh, nice. Wonderful. Anybody? 10 o'clock? Second period in high school? Can't deal with Miss Belloc? Geometry? Anybody? No? Wouldn't it be great if we got to this point and we just did that? Wouldn't it be great if we could just do that? Just let it go. Just relax. Today, I want to talk about community, and community as part of the first defense when it comes to battling mental health. Community. You brought your family with you, your friends, you're here with colleagues, you're here with girlfriend, boyfriend, you're here with friends. Community is the first defense when it comes to fighting mental and emotional health. And I want to talk about that. And at the end, and I will tell you right now, at the end, one of you is going to come up here with your phone, and we're going to call up that person that responds to you. All right? One of you will do that. And I will not know how it works out, how it happens. However, we're going to try to find out if we can connect with somebody today that you haven't talked to in over a week. I love words. I absolutely love words. End is a good word when it is with stigma. Change the conversation change is a great word. Conversation is a wonderful word also. I like words like community. I like words like balloons. I like words like the story. 1987, 23-year-old College dropout. Yes, he was in graduate school 7 months from graduating with a master's in master's in sports nutrition. He was on a bus that had RBBB on it. And it was a white bus, and there were 50 people on that bus between the ages of 17 and 31. And this bus was going from Venice, Florida, a villa where everyone, all the 50, had actually spent the night, dormitory style, 1.8 miles to this big, large arena. On that arena, there was RBBB Arena. When the bus pulled up, there were giant doors, barn doors, giant ones. I'm talking 20 feet tall, and they were closed. And there was one woman standing out front, and her grin, her smile was bigger than her face. Have you ever met somebody like that? Their smile is just beyond them. And she's standing there with a clipboard in her hand. We all get off the bus, and this 23-year-old young man is up at the front. And immediately he smells something off, something like animal, like something like, you see, he grew up on a farm, 3 1/3 acres in Newport Richey, Florida. He grew up with horses and cows and pigs and chickens. So he had smelled the domesticated animals. He had not smelled this kind of animal smell, kind of exotic. And he got close enough to the barn doors, and lo and behold, behind the barn doors, he could hear some music. Music from a different time. Music that was unfamiliar to him. Music that was calliope kind of like. The 50 of us were standing there. We were ready to go in. The woman with the grin beyond her own face said, "Hang on, we're almost ready for you." The bus pulled away and left. And we're just standing there. Pretty soon, someone behind the door says, "We're ready." And the woman with a grin says, "All right, everyone, I want you to walk in, and I just want you to enjoy." The barn doors opened, and the first thing that 23-year-old young man could see were bubbles in the air. Floating bubbles. This is way before there were bubble machines. However, these bubbles were everywhere. I mean, everywhere. It was like he was underwater. It was like the sea. The stench of that animal smell got deeper and stronger, and he's got a pretty good nose, and he could not figure out what that smell was. The music that was playing was orchestrated, and it was beautiful music that you would only hear on a Saturday morning when a circus would come into town. Along the side, there were racks of costumes. Greens were the biggest color. Yellows, oranges. There were racks of shoes that were giant. There were props. There was a hammer like this big, red mallet. There were cardboard cutouts of people in the audience. And way down on the far right, there was one ring. And then up top, there was a trapeze and trampolines. And then all of a sudden, there was a second ring. And in that ring, there was a tightrope wire. Down further, there was a group of people who were standing there, 20, 25 of them, applauding. Just applauding as hard as they could as the 50 of us walked in. And as they were applauding, there was this short man, this big, bald, probably in his 40s. And his heart was so big. He was clapping so hard. The woman on the outside with the biggest grin came in, and she was just grinning and clapping. Everybody was supporting the 50 of us as we walked in the room. They told us to sit down. And as we sat down, they continued to applaud. And they continued to applaud for the next 5 minutes. And then the short, bald man with the big heart opened his mouth and said, "Welcome to Clown College." That 23-year-old man is me. A 23-year-old man felt community, saw community, had people that he worked with together. He ended up going, and I'm going to change it to I now, so he to I. I ended up being on the show with Ringling brothers, Barnum and Bailey Circus. And we were a community of 300 that lived on a train. My room was about the size of this pedestal, that way. We went into cities, and we were a family, a community of 300 that performed and then got back on the train and went to our next destination. I spent a year on the road with this community, and the bonds that we created, the groupings, we had a purpose, and that was to entertain the millions of people that we entertained in that year. That was a community that I was with that had the strongest bonds ever. And I was a clown. And the clowns were the lowest on the totem pole. However, there was not one person, this was 87, by the way, there was not one person that we heard of or that we knew of that had a mental health issue. Sure, the trapeze artist might drink too much the night before. He found a way to come together. Community is the first defense when it comes to mental health. So, story's over. Take out your phones. Please. And I would love one person to volunteer. If that person texted you back, volunteer to come up here. If not, I will text one of you right now. Anybody? Who would like to? You with "Thank God" on your shirt. Did somebody text you back? No. What is your phone number? Wait, not so fast. What is your phone number? 954-275-5097. How are you? Did you get it? Come on up here. Oh, come on, you guys can clap more than that. If you want to go up, or yes. Actually, you know what? I will come to you. Or I will try to come to you, yeah. What is your name? Noreen. We're going to face everybody out there. Hi, Noreen. I like your shirt.
Thank you. I do too.
Yeah. Noreen, I just said, how are you?
I'm great.
You are?
I am.
Are you okay with talking to me in front of 82 people?
I wasn't, but I'm here.
Yeah.
So.
By me saying, how are you? When I asked you to take the phone out and say, text somebody, how are you? What did you think immediately about that?
I thought of my grandson.
Oh, wow. What is his name?
Nino.
Antonino. I like it. And how old is he? Tell me about him.
16.
16. Oh, wow. He's at that really tough age, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm still at 16. No, I'm not.
I'm 30.
Oh, yeah. I'm at 5, actually. So Nino did not respond? No. He's busy. He's a 16-year-old probably. Okay. Yeah. Who would be your second choice that you would send out to? Text.
Talk to my parents daily.
Oh.
I would say a girlfriend in Georgia.
Can you text your parents right now? Okay, actually, can you call them up right now?
I could call them.
Let's call them. Yeah, let's call them.
Yeah, they're in their 80s. They don't text.
All right. Totally understand that. My mom doesn't even have she has a smartphone. She just does not know how to use it. Great. What is whoever answers it? It's going to be a woman or a man, hopefully.
I'm calling Mom.
Okay. And what's Mom's name?
Jackie.
Oh, no.
Went right to her voicemail.
Oh, they're busy watching the football game, aren't they?
No, they're in the casino.
Oh, well, let's ask them how they're doing.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the question. How are you?
Now.
All right. And we'll put it on speakerphone?
I could.
Yeah.
Oh, that's scary.
Oh, that's scary? Okay. We'll just get close to him. You all can hear that, right? He's probably winning. We're going to mess up his whole luck.
Yeah, he's a blackjack. He probably won't answer.
All right. We'll go somewhere else. How about this? Stop that, okay? I'm going to call you.
Okay.
Can we talk?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. I'm just going to call you right now. I forgot your name.
Noreen.
Noreen. Did I even ask you what your name is?
Hey, Banks, how are you?
Noreen, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you at this function. How? I am fine, actually. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Yeah. So when I was coming here, to be honest with you, I found out that I was doing a speech, a 15-minute speech, and I really wasn't sure what I wanted to talk about. However, I wanted to say, there's an echo, I wanted to ask somebody how they were doing, because when we ask somebody how they're doing, we open up the conversation for some connection, something that we can connect to and start a community. Do you think that it worked with you and I? You and me. Yeah?
I do.
Do we have a community now?
Yeah, kind of, more than one.
Community starts with 2. Nora, thank you so much. You may go sit down. Noreen, sorry. You can go sit down. I have your number now. I will text you. Creating community. I'm almost done. 2 minutes? All right. 3 minutes? All right. In every high school in Lake County, there is mental health liaisons. And these mental health liaisons are there for our children, for our grandkids, for our kids, for our students. And now with Jumpy Shane, the rapper that was up there. Big Sean. The younger generation, the X's and Y's, are beginning to talk about mental health. They're beginning to bring it out, unlike our generation or my generation. And by them shouting out, artists that are talking about it, high school students that are in need of this type of community, has made it so we need to follow. We need to end the stigma. We need to change the conversation. And we need to start asking each other how we are. Thank you.